What's up, team? Good morning. How's everybody doing today? It is Friday. Market's only open for half an hour or half a day today. We'll see what we get today. Everybody look at the big, I busted my eyebrow open running into a wall yesterday. My kids laughed at me. Yep. That's how it happens. But hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving to all my US viewers, and be careful if you're going out shopping today. I'm not really one that goes shopping on days like today. I mean, I'm not getting up early to go do that. But if you are, good luck. Be careful, you know. Let me know what the volume's like. Let me turn the music down some. Yeah, it does. It opens at the same time. I mean, market opens at the same time. Closes at 1 though, apparently, right? So but yeah, it was late last night. My kids refused to go to sleep. And so I went up to my kids' room and I told them a bunch of stories from my childhood. And then as I was tucking them into bed, they started to fuss. And so I started to kind of get on them a little bit and be like, stop fussing. And then as I walked out the room, it was pitch dark in the room. And so as I walked out the room, I just ran right into like the door frame, you know, the frame of the door. And I just smashed into that. And it was so dark, I was like bleeding a little bit too. But yeah, I just went face first into the door frame. And my kids, I know my kids were sitting there because I had just kind of gotten onto them. I know they were sitting there like, got them, you know. They had to be. If I was them, I would have been there too. Yeah, Casey, man. You know, nah, man. I'm not one to get up early and go shopping. I don't think I've ever been shopping on Black Friday ever. I don't think I've ever done it. Right, exactly, Tyrell. I'm just gonna stay home, man. You know, the only thing I might buy today, if they have some online deals, is some RAM for my computer. That's one thing I might pay for today, actually. But I'm going to do that from the comfort of my own home, you know. Alright, so let's look at the market right now. We got CANF, which is a cannabis stock, I'm pretty sure. Whoa. Alright, so yeah, so we got CANF, which is gapping up solid today. Cannabis stock. What's this one called? This one's called. Does anybody know the name of CANF? Like what's it's actually called? Let me see. Can Fight Biopharma? That's CANF? I thought it was a cannabis stock. Whatever. I'll look it up in a minute. CANF though, gapping up some. ASLN after a huge day on Wednesday. This one's really pushing up. It's at 290 now, gapping up from 230s, but it had some crazy moves yesterday. It had some crazy moves yesterday. Look, it started at 125. It went up to 390s at its highs. It pulled back, consolidated around the $3 range until it broke underneath that before the bell, and now it's back up to around $3 for ASLN. We'll see what happens with that one. It could be interesting. We have TECD, which honestly, I don't know what's causing this gap up, but I know there's no volume here to really accompany it. The volume's pretty dull, and here, let me fix this so it doesn't look all crazy. There we go. But yeah, I don't know what the volume is, why the volume's so light with this one. It could be an acquisition, or it could just be because it's Black Friday and nobody's here. But it's gapping up a slight, you know, it's actually gapping up a pretty big amount. It's like 5%. Maybe about, really a little bit more than that. It's like 15%, something like that. But yeah, it's gapping up nicely. We'll see what happens with TECD. We also have GOL here, gapping up some. But again, the volume's pretty light with most stocks today, as it's Black Friday and a lot of people are not trading. The ones that are moving though, we have CLVS gapping up pretty nicely here. It's tradable for me, and it's gapping up. It's at $13 right now. We'll see what happens with CLVS. I'm gonna just run through some of these, see if any of these other ones are worth it. We got some other gap ups that just don't look great. We got JKS maybe. TLRY, which is another cannabis stock. Kron. ARWR. I guess I'll probably watch ARWR, even though it's not gapping up much. We got Macy's moving. Alright, so then the other ones that I know that are really moving, which are Baba, which is Alibaba, the Chinese wholesaler website. Wholesaling website. So Baba, B-A-B-A, and then we have C-O-N-N. That one's actually not moving that much either. Like I said, let me know if you guys see anything, because I mean, LJPC, I'm not really seeing anything I love right now. There's not that much. I mean, natural gas is down. You know, if you look at natural gas, UGAZ, it's down some. We could watch PCG. I mean, PCG is pretty volatile. We can keep an eye on that one, I guess. Alright. Well, I guess that's it. I mean, I'm watching Baba, AMD, Roku, CGC. Yeah. And then maybe, I guess, TCD, although the volume's pretty light. CANF. I don't know if this one's tradable or not. Typically, the cannabis stocks are, but I've never traded this one before, so it might not be, actually. ACB, I'll watch ACB, although the range is kind of crummy, and CLVS. Those are really the ones I'm watching. Nothing else really looks that good right now. We'll see if anything picks up closer to the bell. But for now, that's what I'm watching. Yeah, that's the weirdest name ever. Oh, man, it's not a cannabis stock, man. I thought it was, but I guess it's not. What's up, Dante? But yeah, guys, everybody make fun of me for running into the door frame yesterday. And like, you can see this right here on my eyebrow. Everybody make fun of me. I think that's it. Let me look. Yeah, it's right here. Everybody make fun of me. I ran into the door frame yesterday on Thanksgiving. It was great. Make fun of me, please. Alright. Ooh, man. Hope everyone ate well. We ate some good Cajun food here, you know. We ate some good Cajun food here. We had crawfish stuffed turkey, a lot of Cajun food. We have yams, boudin, you know, a lot of good Cajun food here, even though we're in Texas, but you know. Alright. I don't know, Dante. I think I'll be okay, man. I think. I'm more upset that my kids basically laughed at me after I did it. It was the worst timing ever. Like I said, man. I was kind of telling them, like, y'all need to go to bed. Y'all are too loud. I was kind of getting on to them a little bit. And then as I left, I just kind of ran right into the door frame. And I know they were sitting there like, got them. You know, they were sitting there like, yes. I know they were. I would be too if I was them. So I couldn't even get mad at them for that. You know, I kind of laughed a little bit myself. I actually cursed a little bit and then walked off. And I'm sure they were sitting there like, yes, got them. You know. Alright. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys are watching today. CLBS, interesting. Let's look to see how many of these are tradable. I did have a green day on Friday. I made like $100, but I traded a lot, and so it's probably close to break even. We'll see if I broke back over 1,000. I don't think I did. I made like $104. Yeah, I didn't. It was a green day, but I didn't do that. So I'm at almost 1,000 in profit. I'm at $38 away from 1,000 in profits. Yeah, Dante, man. It was basically my fault. I kind of got onto them because they weren't going to sleep. And then I went in there and I started telling them stories because, you know, it's Thanksgiving, and so I told them a few stories, and then as I left, they didn't want to go to bed after I left, and so I had to get onto them a little bit, and then I ran straight into the door frame. It was great. But yeah, CLVS is going to be on one of my top watches, mostly because it's moving some. Let me see if CANF is tradable. It's not. I figured it wouldn't be, especially if it's not cannabis. Let me go through these. So I'm going to watch CGC. I mean, CGC's gapping up some. CLVS is tradable still as well. Looking at ARWR as well. We'll see what we get here. I mean, I'm not... Yeah, puts on Roku. Alright, well, let's look at Roku. I mean, Roku is tough, man. So here's the thing with Roku, right? Roku, it's a very simple product that you can't really, man, I can't think of the word. It's a very simple product that you can't get patents on. I mean, you can get patents on it, but it's a very simple product, and anybody else is going to be able to make the same type of company. It just depends on how big Roku gets before another big dog in the space comes in there and just starts making the same product, competing directly with them. Kind of like Apple and Microsoft, where Microsoft was originally a software company, and that's my point, is that, I'm just worried about the future competitors of Roku, and I think Google might get in that space. Apple, although I don't know if Apple. Part of Roku's benefits is compatibility with it, and I don't think Apple's very a super compatible company. But we'll see. That's my only questioning about what the future of Roku holds, is whether somebody else is going to do the same thing and compete with them. No, not open source. By open source, you just mean a lot of different people can work on the code. What I mean is that it's very compatibility friendly, I guess. Basically, you can get a Roku on lots of different devices. It's not restricted to just one, and you can download the app if you want, and so forth and so on. And so for that, Roku's very compatible with a lot of different products. Apple is not necessarily known to be the most compatible company, and so I think if a competitor does come out with for Roku, it's going to be like Google, or like, I don't know, maybe Microsoft. I doubt it though, but like Google, I think is probably, and that might come in the form of them buying Roku out one day, but who knows. But yeah, I mean, I like Roku. I like trading Roku. Roku's been doing great on a long-term basis. I mean, this thing has been pushing up, breaking highs. It IPO'd last year, and this thing's been doing great ever since. So I can't knock Roku. I really can't. It's a good stock. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. The viability of the future of Roku is all dependent on its competitors, and its product is not unique enough necessarily to be free from, a lot of competitors that can hurt their business. So that's the only question, I guess, if that makes sense. Hey, nice, A. Nice work, brother. But again, like, what I'm saying, guys, is pure speculation. Maybe I'm wrong about it. I could very well be wrong, Everything I'm saying is pure speculation. It's just me kind of looking at the company. I'm not really a long-term or fundamental investor. It's not really what I do. And so, very easily could be wrong. This thing might go to the moon and back. And, I don't know. Alright, guys. So we're going to start looking up news in a minute. How about that signed bill from Trump after market closed? A lot of people were mad. I'm out the loop. What is it? The Hong Kong bill? Oh, he signed the bill supporting the Hong Kong protesters. Let me read this. If that's the bill you're talking about. Somebody explain to me what these bills are. All I'm saying is he signed these bills in support of the Hong Kong protesters who are basically protesting for democracy. But that's directly going against the Chinese government. And regardless of how you feel about their government over there, I don't necessarily think that Trump siding with the protesters during this trade war is going to cause any stability here with this trade war and what's going on. And so with that, I don't know if I would have done it. I'm trying to stay impartial. I mean, I'm not really with politics. I'm pretty rough. I'm pretty even down the middle with politics. I think most reasonable people are going to be in the middle. That doesn't mean you have to agree on the same stuff, but it means that, most reasonable people are going to agree with certain things and not agree with certain things and be roughly in the middle. I think the more radical you get, the less I agree with either side. But again, I just don't know if it's I just don't know if it's the wisest move, considering that we're trying to cause some stability in this trade dispute, and siding with protesters against the government doesn't seem like the way to do that. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I'm kind of speculating here. But yeah, I'm watching Alibaba looking solid. It's at 201.28. I watched this one today, and I don't generally trade it, but looking at it, I actually like the range. I think the range is profitable enough for me to trade. And we'll see if we can make some money with this one as well. So I'm watching Baba. I'm watching CGC. Watching AMD. Gonna watch Roku, like we said. And that's really what I'm watching. CLVS as well. So I'm watching those four. We're going to start looking up news in just a second. But yeah, like I said, let me know your opinion on that. I just don't think it's the best thing if we're trying to get some stability with this trade dispute. I just don't think siding with anti-government protesters in China is going to help settle this trade dispute any quicker. And I think that was an unnecessary thing. He should have stayed impartial, in my opinion. But like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Just kind of speculating. It's very easy for me to say that, so I really don't know. You know, like I said, maybe he knows stuff I don't. I don't know. Right, exactly, Tukal. If it was me, I'd probably stay impartial. I don't think siding with anti-government protesters while you're trying to make a deal with China is going to do anything good. But hey, like I said, who knows, man? I don't know. Maybe he has information I don't. I don't know. All right, we're gonna start looking up some news. All right. Alright, so I'm looking at CLVS. It's gapping up. I'm not really seeing why it's gapping up. I'm looking for some news on it, and I'm not really seeing anything. But CLVS is up. I don't really see any catalyst for this one right now. So we'll move on and see if we can find anything else. Maybe I'll reopen this. So yeah, CLVS is one. I'm also looking at BABA, B-A-B-A, which is pretty volatile this morning. Alright, so I'm getting a news story that came out yesterday that said Alibaba Group Holdings Hong Kong listing has given, and this is from, let me go ahead and read who this is from Dow Jones Newswires, and it says, quote, Alibaba Group Holdings Limited Hong Kong's listing has given a fresh boost to what was already China's most valuable tech company. The e-commerce giant stock jumped 5.6% to $204, 204 Hong Kong dollars, which is 2607 Thursday, giving investors who subscribed to the 11.2 billion secondary offering a nearly 16% gain in 3 days since the shares began trading on Tuesday morning. Alibaba leaders said they wanted to list in Hong Kong because compared with its primary listing in New York, the semi-autonomous Chinese city has more investors who regularly use its products. Alibaba dominates Chinese online retail and is pushing into foods, delivery, cloud computing, and other businesses, end quote. So yeah, I've actually used Alibaba before. Alibaba is probably one of the best websites if you're looking to create a private label product. And what you generally do with Alibaba is that, say you want to start your private label Amazon FBA business. Say you want to start your own Amazon business, right? You can outsource the products from China. Say you want to start, let's say, a yoga mat business. Say you want to start your own yoga business and you got to buy yoga mats. You can go to Alibaba, find bulk yoga mats for cheap, have them stamp your company logo on each and every yoga mat, and then ship them to you. And then you got your own private label product. You can sell it on Amazon for a way increased margin. And so that's what Alibaba's used for. And they don't just sell yoga mats, obviously. They sell, like, you can buy bulk tea tree oil. You can buy whatever you want. The newest, coolest products. You can buy those, stamp your logo on them, make some private label products, and buy in bulk for wholesale. And that's what Alibaba does. It connects mostly Chinese retailers, or mostly Chinese wholesalers with American companies. And that's how private label businesses start, specifically on Amazon. And so that's what Alibaba does. I've dealt with them a lot before. I've done business with them before as well. And it's pretty flawless. It works well. It's a good system. But what's up, Swit? What's up, Sid? Yeah, man, volume's low today, brother. Just nothing really looking that good, man. I mean, we got Baba. I'm gonna watch Baba, like I said, but we'll see. CRC is one historically I've traded too, but not looking the greatest, man. Not looking the greatest. We'll see. I mean, we got CGC. I'm going to watch my typical stocks like CGC, AMD, Roku, SQ, CLVS, Baba today. And that's really about it that I really like right now. We'll see if we can find anything else, but I'm not really seeing anything else that I really like. Like I said, we got Baba, we got CLVS. I can look up CANF here. This is a big mover. We can check this one out. Right, but I mean, think about it, Sid. Yeah, the biggest thing you got to work on if you're going to make an Amazon FBA business, and listen, me describing it, I will say this, me describing it is way easier than it actually is. Okay, I'm describing it in an easy to understand way, but it's actually way more difficult. The difficult part here is not buying the products, and it's not listing the products. The difficult part is researching a niche that's going to be profitable. That's the hard part, especially with all the other Amazon sellers and how cool that's starting to be. And so the market in a lot of areas is oversaturated with products. And so, you know, if you're a really good researcher that looks at analytics and can find products that nobody else is thinking of to sell, then you can be successful on Amazon FBA. But if you just buy the same old products that everybody else is selling, you're not going to do anything. It's just going to be, you know, and so it's way harder than I described. I'll put it that way. And again, the key with that is actually researching your product and see what you're going to sell. Yeah, I'm probably going to trade penny stocks, man. I mean, I would put some money into an account, but man, it's Christmas, man. I've been saving up for Christmas presents. I got to buy a bunch of gifts. I've already bought most of my kids' gifts, honestly, but yeah, honestly, just don't really have the money right now to put $1,000 or so. Once I buy my kids and I get another solid check, I'm sure I'll put some in. Right, exactly. Well, you need to get started, honestly, AMDZ, to get started, realistically, you need probably about, like, I'd give you, like, it depends on what your product is. But, with product included, you can get started at least for, like, 6 to 8 grand. Is probably an accurate number. That includes buying your product and having it shipped there. It might cost like 3 grand to buy your products, your first shipment, and you can always buy more if they sell. But I don't necessarily recommend just buying a bunch at first. I think, of course, the more you buy, the cheaper it's gonna be. But you gotta kind of take that hit with your margin at first so you can test the product. You gotta sell the product, see if it actually sells or not. If it doesn't, you didn't waste your money on hundreds and hundreds of those products. And so even though you're going to have a worse margin by buying less at first, it's necessary because you have to test to see if that product's actually going to sell. But yeah, you can probably get started for like 6 grand, you know, and that includes, it depends on what you're selling though. If you're selling a more expensive item, obviously 6 grand ain't going to cut it. But if you're selling something like yoga mats or tea tree oil or whatever it is, you know, that's enough to get started at first. Well, yeah, with Amazon, they credit you shipping, you know, like they pay you shipping. Like I actually make money on my shipping price. So it's like I sell books and some other stuff with Amazon, and I actually make money with my shipping price because Amazon credits you $3.99 to ship the product, and it only realistically, to ship a book at least, it costs anywhere between $2 and $3. So you're actually profiting like $1 or $2 off of solely the shipping price itself. And so the margins are good with books. That's why I sold them, you know. Yeah, let's get Mitch up in here. That's right, Adley. That's exactly right, man. You got me, bro. How did you know, man? How did you know, man? You got me, bro. I mean, it's not Amazon used to pay my bills. Nowadays, like I said, I do multiple different things. I'm a real estate agent. I have 2 Amazon businesses. One of them is a Kindle business that runs itself. I don't have to do anything. The other one I can control how hard I want to push for sales. And if I push really hard with my Amazon business, I could probably make like $5,000 to $6,000 a month from just that Amazon business. But that involves more work. And so luckily, I'm comfortable enough at this point to not need to, if that makes sense. And yeah. What's up, DJ? What's up, man? Roku, man. What's wrong, bro? You don't like you telling me I need a shave, man? You telling me I need a shave, bro? Like I said, guys, last night, I told my kids a bunch of stories. And then when I was done telling stories, my kids, rioted. They started to get mad at me. And so I had to kind of get on to them a little bit. And as I was leaving their room, it was pitch dark in there. As I was leaving their room, I ran straight into the door frame. And look at this. You see this? Look at that. Whacked myself, man. I know my kids were sitting there like, that's right. But instant karma, to them. Instant karma. It's like, y'all need to go to bed. Y'all are too loud. Bam. Just whacked myself, man. Yeah, man. I know my kids were sitting there rejoicing that I whacked myself in the head, man. I was bleeding and everything. I came up to my wife. I was like, baby, am I bleeding? And she was like, yeah, what happened? She was like, did the kids hit you? And I was like, no. I ran into the door frame. It was too dark. It's my fault, though, man. It's my fault. Instant karma for me, It's not like I was, yelling at them or anything. I was just kind of getting on to them. Like, y'all need to go to bed. It's too late. I told y'all stories. It's 11 o'clock at night. Y'all need to go to bed. And then just instant karma. Just bam. Just ran straight into the door frame. Alright, we got Mitch in here, I think. There we go. What's up, Mitch? Alright, hold on. Let me turn the volume down on this music. Yeah, just instant karma, though. Alright, let me know how the volume is with Mitch.
Good morning, traders. How we doing today? Good morning, good morning.
Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, ate some good food.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Excited. Did a little Black Friday shopping.
Uh-oh. You been up, man? See, I don't go shopping on Black Friday, man. I'm not one of those.
Yeah, I just snuck a nice TV I found on Best Buy. I wanted one for the room. I only really had one in the living room, so
yeah.
I said, you know what? I'll go for one in the room. I found a nice 58-inch TV for $200. So I was like, I'll take that.
Right.
$200. Did the job. Huge TV.
Yeah, man. I enjoy it. What's up, Jeffrey? Hey, I'll be right back, guys. Here, you want to hold it down?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll be back, team.
All right, did you talk about any news yet?
I went over Alibaba, and I think that's really it. I went over Alibaba and CANF, I think. I might not have gone over CANF, but I only went over 2. So go ahead if you want to.
Perfect. There's only 2 really that I'm gonna go over. All right, guys. So 2 that I'm gonna be watching really, guys, today. 2 that I have news on. I like this DE on the downside. This Deere. As we know, Deere trades lower despite quarter 4 sales beat, but they forecast dropped. Also today, we got a downgrade in DE. We got a downgrade from DZ Bank from hold to sell. So I'm going to be looking for this kind of lower line to get broken here. It's in a kind of nice little bearish pattern here. We want to see it head down towards support, break that support, and then when it bounces, we can try to tackle it on the way down there. This is going to be DE. This is deer. Alright guys, so then the next stock that I'll look at is going to be Box. Box is a really interesting chart. As you can see, it's been spiking, guys. We were actually in a downtrend in this area from here to here. We spiked out of that at 655. On this spike, we went up about 5%. On this spike, we went up about 12% here. So I can expect if we're going to get up there, we can get a big move here. I want to see if it can hold 18 on a pullback at the open. You could see this one fall back right back to 18 and then shoot up right back up. One of the things I'll be watching for this stock to do is, so we've gotten this drive up, we get a pullback, right? The stock drives up here, tries to break out, maybe even does a quick morning spike, but then fails, comes down in this area to then re-scoop up and get up there. That's what I can see, guys. I'm sorry for my horrible drawings, but I think they help. Alright guys, so that's what I'll be watching. I'll be watching Box to come back towards that $18 and hold that price point. This is one that is tradable in a lower price point. I like this one today. Another one that we can look at some of the stocks on the downside. I'll also be looking at this AAXN. This one does trade a little volatile, but I can think this one can come down below 70. We'll see if this one gets top ticked, but this one's dangerous as it has a huge range. I also got some news. We get, I don't know if you guys saw, but Trump signed that bill supporting kind of the protest, and China reacting furiously to President Trump signing those two bills aimed at supporting human rights in Hong Kong. This is from Beijing AP. So really what you want to watch today, I'm going to be watching the SPY to see if we can get some really hard tank volume. The real key, I think, in the SPY is going to be 310. If we could get below 310, then we could get a real crackdown. But if we don't crack 310, I'm not really going to be looking at the overall market on the downside. I think this probably will just be a pullback, another pullback opportunity. What's up, Luke Stevens? What's going on, man? Hey, how's everybody doing out there? One of the things with share size, it probably has a lot to do with risk. Risk changes within each trade. So sometimes, we can say we want to increase, but if the risk is higher, we might pull back a little bit. For these charts, this is going to be TC2000. TC2000 does these charts, but I definitely really like these guys. But we use tests for our execution. So what's going on, guys? How we doing out there? Anybody do a little Black Friday shopping? What's up, MDZ? How we doing, man? You gas at the low? That's not too bad. Futures trader. Hey, well, you know how it is. In the futures market, they're reacting pretty big on that right now. They're saying the SPY coming down a couple points, so let's see what happens here. What song is this? John will let you know when he comes back.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is called Better Kind of Bitter. Better Kind of Bitter is what this song is called.
Well, John, at least for me, there's not too much I'm watching today, but the only two I'm really watching is DE, and on the lower side, probably something more I'd trade was Box.
Alright.
I'll keep a close eye on Box. I don't know if you've seen that one. I like the way that one moves. On the daily chart, it made a nice flag breakout at 1794. I want to see if that one holds that 18 on a pullback.
Yeah, I'm going to try to trade bigger today, Luke, if I could work up the guts to do it.
Yeah, today is probably more of that find your good opportunity, nail it, get on out. Remember, It's a half day. So with a half day, you want to just find a good opportunity, get that money, and get out of the market.
Yep.
One that you can see actually recover in pre-market is PCG. PCG actually went down probably, what we got here? We had an 18% move at 7:20 a.m. downside, and it remade all that move. So I'm going to be watching that one today. It seems like that one's active. Let's see if we can get a crash out the open on PCG. The good thing I like about this one is that it has a big resistance at 750. So we can use that as resistance. As it pops above that, you could get a little bit of potential squeeze. You just got to hold tight. But I think you could get a pullback here to $7, maybe below $6.50. I'll keep an eye on PCG today.
Yeah, for sure, man. I like PCG too. I saw that one earlier. I'm watching Baba though. Have we ever traded Baba, Mitch? I don't think we have. And Baba, I like the range. It's pretty volatile, and we'll see if it actually works well.
I think I've traded it like twice. I've gotten like one okay like break-even trade, and then one decent trade off of earnings. But it trades with a bigger range, so one that you have to limit into or size into accordingly so that you can get a good range. You don't want to use a small stop in a stock like Alibaba. That's like trading a stock like Walmart or Home Depot. That is one that I've seen some downside bets put on, guys. If you guys are shorters out there and looking for where the bets are being placed, I've seen some bets being placed on downside of HD. I'll be watching that one too.
Thoughts on BA? BA is Boeing, right?
Oh man, that's a stock that doesn't go away. That's what that is.
Boeing, I mean,
it gets bad news all the time, but it just doesn't do anything. It goes down, comes right back up.
Yeah, I mean, it's been in the same range since April. Since April, it's been in the range of 388 and 318. So, I mean, it's volatile, pretty volatile, I guess. But, it's been in that range, bouncing off the lows, going up to the highs, getting rejected, bouncing back off the lows. So, it's just been in kind of that range. Trading and search engine optimization are almost the same thing. You just bet on words. I could kind of see it. I kind of get it. As a developer myself, I kind of get it. Kind of. I can kind of see it. I'm not much into SEO though. Like I build websites and stuff, and like I know programming. Like I know JavaScript and Python and the React library and stuff like that. And so I kind of do web dev, but I don't do much SEO, obviously. All right, team, let's do this. Like I said, remember, guys, it should be kind of a slower day today. It's only a half day. A lot of people are going to be either out shopping or hungover from drinking all Christmas or all Thanksgiving. And so remember, it might be a little slow today, team. Just remember that. We'll see what happens. What's up, Abby? What's up, man? What's up, Joe? Yeah, man, he's been killing it, Luke. Yeah, man, he's been doing great. I've been kind of watching from afar from it, but he's been doing good, man. I'm a little jealous of Mir. I gotta say it. I'm a little jealous, man. One day. All right, did we look up the market news? I know I heard Mitch go over the Trump, where he sided with the anti-government protesters in China, which I just think, like I said, I just think it was unnecessary. I would have tried to stay impartial if I was him, and I think it's just going to cause more instability, and it's going to hurt his chances of actually, resolving this trade dispute. But again, like I said, that's just me speculating. Maybe there's stuff I don't know about it. I just don't know if it was a good move.
Man, you sound like a Trumper.
A Trumper? What I said was very anti-Trump. I mean, not anti-Trump, but I disagree with that decision.
Just messing with you.
I disagree with that decision. You know me, man. I'm anti-politics, bro. I don't like either of them. I don't like any of them. All right, I'm gonna go over the ETF preview for the day, and this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, U.S. stock futures were also mostly lower ahead of the open of the shortening session as investors focus on the possibility that the Trump administration will push through with the tariff increase on Chinese goods set for December 15th. Tension recently flared up anew between the U.S. and China after Trump signed into law a bill that supports the pro-democracy protesters in Hong Kong, despite Beijing's opposition. Chinese officials are now pondering banning the U.S. officials who drafted the pro-democracy Hong Kong bill from entering China and its territories, according to a report by the Global Times. Listen, I'm not for or against anybody, but I think this was a bad move just as somebody that trades the stock market every day and does want an end to the trade dispute and the volatility that follows it. I think that being impartial in this situation would have benefited in many ways. You don't have to say you're for the protesters or against them. You just don't say anything about it and just move on and try to get this trade deal finished, man. But it is what it is, It's kind of how it goes sometimes, I guess. We'll see what happens.
Just talking in the chat here, just having a little conversation, a little friendly conversation with MDZ, talking about, options. A lot of traders talk about options, that your risk is only what you're paying for it, and that is the risk. The same way it is when I take a trade. That's the way I view risk. When I trade and day trade, I just hold to my levels. As long as I can hold to my levels, that's going to be my risk. And so essentially, it's the same thing. It's just different trading, different derivatives. I feel in the options market, you have less of an edge. That's why I don't trade options as much. But hey, to each his own. Right. You can definitely trade options and risk and have a measured risk, but you can also trade stocks and have a measured risk. Right. And that's what I try to do.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Options are going to be better suited for longer term, I should clarify. Longer term is what options are going to be a little bit more, beneficial for, just because, you can risk less capital for them, and instead of, there's a few different scenarios where options are favorable for you. One of them is if you don't necessarily have the buying power to trade a bunch of stocks. If you don't have the buying power, options are much cheaper for the most part, depending on which options. Another one is that if you're trading a little bit longer term, there's some innate benefits of trading options as well. On a short-term day trading basis like me, where my style of trading, options aren't going to work. But to each his own, and everybody has their own style. Alright guys, so we got a little bit less than 10 minutes. We got about 9 minutes left. Like I said, we'll see what happens with the SPY today in the overall market. I mean, here's the SPY. Down some, but I mean, we did break highs this week already, so we can't be too greedy with the overall market. The market's been doing well.
Alright, one that I'll be watching for a pullback is LK. I like that chart. Has some really good volatility lately.
Luckin Coffee?
Look at that daily chart, you can see clear volatility in there. See a
Yeah, man.
pullback towards 30, 43s today. And maybe after that, if it cracks that, we can probably get a move down towards the $30.
Yeah, I like that level. Around 30s, 40s. Looks good. Previous support there. What is DQ? Is DQ Dairy Queen? No. I was wrong. It's
My man.
Yeah.
My man said,
I
"Where's
took
my
a shot.
ice cream?"
Yeah. I took a shot and swung. I was wrong,
Hey, can't blame you.
You can day trade options too. Yeah, you can. I'm not saying, I don't know if you want to, but you can day trade options.
Yeah. The problem is with day trading options, you have to know how to price them. I think that's what most people don't understand. The one of the biggest disadvantages of options is not that you can't win in the game, is who makes the options. It's usually institutional traders, market makers that know a lot more usually than a retail trader, and that's just gonna be honest.
Right.
So you gotta already kind of price that in. You gotta know how much you're paying for each option, because if you don't understand that, then you don't really understand the option game, because you can get in an option that goes towards the target price and you still don't get a kind of the profit that you're looking for. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit more about some stocks. And so, what do you guys have been seeing in the market work? What strategies have you guys been seeing? I know a lot of traders out there are always looking to pick up strategies. So, what strategies are you guys using right now? What's working for you? What's not? Go ahead and put it up in the chat.
VWAP projections, man.
Yep, that's been working for you, John. Why does that have been working?
I think because, I think that sometimes stocks aren't picking trends as well, and I think VWAP projections are going to be more prevalent whenever stocks are a little bit more sideways, as opposed to stocks that just kind of stay in one trend for the rest of the day. And so I think because of that, VWAP projections have been a little bit more prevalent and have worked a little bit better in the market. Basically, that's my theory on why they're doing better, at least.
Okay, yeah. I've been seeing the famous buy the dip.
Yeah, man.
Buy the dip strategy working well. Majority of stocks that have been getting hit have kind of recovered of that move. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a time when big stocks were looking bad. They weren't looking strong. Now you got stocks like JPM at all-time highs. If you look at the bank stocks, we were in consolidation for a long time, and now we're breaking out and really pushing out. I forgot what was that move. I think it was the Netflix. Yeah, Netflix it was. So in Netflix, we got a little down move in October, and it looked like it was going to really start coming right back down. You saw Netflix even fade right here. People thought it was going to break here and never get back above 300, and now it's driven up past 300 and really pushed on up. This is that buy the pullback mentality.
Yep.
I'm going to actually go to the day where you can see the pullback just get bought up.
Yeah, after that, I'm going to go over the commodities real quick. I have a few people that talked about those too.
Look at this. So look at this pullback buy. As soon as Netflix opened up above 300, people thought that this, couldn't stay up there at 310. It sank down there all the way down to a low right here of that 305.18. And as soon as it hit that 305, I think shot right back up to 312s, 314s, 315s, and has been pushing ever since.
Nice.
All right, guys, go ahead and check out some commodities. What's going on in the commodity world?
All right, so the first one I want to pull up is UGAZ, and you can see this is just getting hammered here. I think this is natural gas. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. So crude is down 0.2%, so crude oil is down. The U.S. oil fund is flat, so it's break even. Natural gas, which is what UGAZ is based around here, is down 2.5%. And the U.S. I can never say this. The U.S. Natural Gas Fund is down 2.6%. Gold is up 0.1%. The Spider Gold Trust is up 0.1%, and silver is down 0.1%. And so, yeah, that's what we get with commodities. So, yeah, the biggest mover, obviously, is natural gas being down 2.5% roughly. And as you can see on the natural gas ETF here, it's definitely looking a little weak. And so we'll see what happens with it. Could be interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on that sector as well. Not really super used to trading it, but if it picks a trend well, it did fade a lot Wednesday, and so if it picks a trend well, I don't have a problem with necessarily watching it. But yeah, so like I said, I'm watching CLVS as well. CGC is actually moving a little bit too, and Roku with Baba. So both of these, all three of those, Baba actually pulled all the way back down. AMD just broke lows, and so we're getting some kind of reversals here from what was originally some bullish movement in some of these stocks. So interesting day to watch them. We got about a minute and 20 seconds left. Nice, man. Yeah, I've got 3 screens too, Gavin. We'll see, man. We got less than a minute left, guys. But yeah, I'm going to try to trade Baba. It just depends. Like Mitch said earlier, the range is big on it. We'll see if that gives us some opportunity here so we could trade it. But I'm going to try to take bigger size today. I'm going to try as long as I can have the guts to. I'll try to take bigger size. Like I said, it's a process. I go up to bigger size, I go back down. Really, I've been taking larger size. I have. And it's just a process of getting more used to it. And I do think if I am taking bigger size, I have to be a little bit more strict and selective with my entries as well. So, all right, guys, 10 seconds. Let's do this. Good luck in the market, team. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. Remember, it might be a little slow today, so don't push too hard. I would say, and good luck. There's the bell. Lately, I've been forgetting to put this down and put my executing platform up. There we go. All right, we got CGC with the big pullback here. We got Roku dropping down some. The overall market itself, let's see. The market's down slightly so far. Alibaba running up here. Roku dropping. CTC, cannabis dropping. Is anybody having issues logging in with TEFs? LK. I'm watching Roku here. Roku just ripped up. I might look for a pullback to the VWAP, long it a little bit. We'll give it a chance though. I'm also looking at CGC, which I already had a quick pullback to the VWAP. I might have missed it here, but I don't mind taking a little small shares and see if we can just nail some at the open on CGC. Maybe a little bit too late though. There it goes.
I like Guess. Guess looking good. It's pulling back right now.
CLVS is pulling back to the VWAP too.
Box pushing up there, guys, for a second. We'll look for a pullback in that one.
Here goes CLVS, and there goes Roku. Roku's actually ripping up here. Look at that. Big move on Roku. I'll look for a pullback. Maybe go long in that one if we get it.
Baba moving down there underneath the VWAP. That one's
Yep.
interesting also.
Just a huge range. I gotta buy like 10 shares, 20 shares. CLVS though, I mean, it did reject at the VWAP nicely. It's got some long wicks though. This one's a big up wick.
One that went down right at the open. Dix has resistance at 45.71s.
Yeah, CLVS just pulled a red to green, just broke highs. Yeah, start looking for some pullbacks here. CGC pulling back some.
AEO
Here's
doing a
CGC.
nice
I
little
might
fade
take
there.
I might take a little bit with CGC if I don't miss it again here. I think I missed it. Let me see. Let me see where the chart's at. Yeah.
LK.
So
LK
close.
looks great. Yep. I like that.
Oh, they were back up there. 5. I don't mind shorting a little bit here. Alright, I'm in with 100 shares of CGC. Try to maybe get a little bit bigger size too if it pulls back. Risk is just right here at 11 or 12.
AMRN pushing there.
Added another
Like-
100 here for CGC. In with 200, still small. A lot of wicks. I gotta be careful here. I'd probably just get out if it breaks these highs for a small trade now. See if we break some lows here now for CGC. Not looking bad. Squeezy though.
There you go. Look at that. Look at that move on LK. That looked beautiful.
CGC trying to move back up. Might add a little bit more here for it if I can get the entry. Added another 100 shares. And with 300 now. I'm trying to scale up in size, obviously, like I said. I do have to be careful here. I mean, it's a little volatile right now. I'm going to give it a pretty short leash. But we'll give it that chance to break down, hopefully, here.
Okay, definitely beautiful.
There we go. 96. See if we get the breakdown. It's down to 92s. The spread's just rough. We needed to just maintain down here. It's looking weak, but it's got to get a little bit better entry or a little bit better spread on it at this point. There's 92s, 95s, 93s for a split second, 94s. Ah! Just trying to take profits when I could, but there's 94s. I'll just get off half there. Alright, still holding 150 shares. We're going to let the rest work, see if we can break some lows here, get really weak.
I like that guess. GES. Here.
Took another half off of CGC, gonna let the rest ride. See if we get some low of the day cracks here. There we go, beautiful move here. Gonna get out there. Quick little $32 win on CGC. Beautiful fade, was able to scale in and out of it. Maybe I got out, I mean, I don't think I got out. I took almost all of this move here. So I got in right here, just a quick little scalp, got in right here, exited down here, so not bad. Bounced right when I got out, so close to the bottom, really. Looking at Roku here, just still a small win, a little early for me to trade, so I don't mind starting to take bigger sizes. I build up a little bit of cushion on the day. But like I said, my first trade, I'm never gonna trade it super big. It's just I gotta kind of work my way into it, ease into it, so to speak. Start getting better.
Came up out the womb of man with everything that you demand. You could say I had a plan way before I had a fan. Some would probably call it luck. I just call it being blessed. You ain't never did the work, but you wanna be the best. Lately I could never stress.
Alright guys, I definitely like that GES there. Risk would be 63. 64 is actually right above it, because you don't want to risk, you want to put 1 cent above that.
I know they doubted my thesis, but they doubted Jesus, and right now I'm making it clear. Clearly these people don't know where they going, and lately I feel like the man with the map. I got this out the mud, you could give me the word, and I'll probably give it right back. Back at the bus, I was scraping the change. Back in my head, I was living a life. Back at my job, I was losing the focus, and trying to find ways to get back to the mic. All of this working ain't working, I feel like a liar, and I cannot lie to my soul.
There you go, John.
What's up?
Not a bad first trade.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll take it. Quick little easy trade. Perfect fade on CGC. Good look for Baba to pull back some. I'm still looking at Roku here as well. I might just wait and take some bigger swings later. Remember, team, to hit that subscribe button as well. We day trade live on stream every weekday morning for free. And so if you appreciate this content, show your support for what we do here. Hit that subscribe button, team. Also, click the like button if you can already. Is the music loud?
He was always sure he was. You was always naysaying.
Yeah, if it's loud, I'll turn it down. Let's hear the rest of the chat. Is the music too loud, team?
Junior me, proud of me. Standing tall, towering. Doing things
yes, I'm looking at Roku for a VWAP bounce here.
Sushi roll sour D. Song 3, hour 3. I don't even go to sleep. Know the Lord empower me. Wake them up, they sound asleep. They gon' hear the sound of me. When the money getting up, truly ain't no down in me.
ASLN? Yeah, a lot of people talking about ASLN. Whoa. Yeah, man, this was a crazy mover for me. Wednesday.
Look at LK. That was a nice fade. Ooh.
Yeah, but ASLN, man, they need to make that one tradable. That one is just ripping up. I look for a VWAP bounce on this one too, but it's another parabolic stock. We've been having a lot of parabolic stocks move. It's louder than me. Is the music louder than me? You gotta turn it down, I guess. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Yeah, man, I'll watch LK. CGC's kind of pulling back to the VWAP too. I mean, I just don't want to get too greedy with it, but CGC's might be pulling back some. Gotta keep an eye on that. Roku is kind of teetering around the VWAP. We got ASLN if you like penny stocks. That one's just ripping up.
Box at VWAP right now. That one's interesting also.
SPY is down and it just quickly reversed. That's the only reason I'm hesitant to long Roku right here. Is because the SPY just kind of just dove down, broke lows. Hate's a strong word, Ron. Hate's a strong word, bro. We play a little bit of everything. It's not like we stick to one genre here. We just got a playlist.
Beautiful move there and guess. All right, guys, watching Box pull back there. DKS squeeze there a little bit. LK pulling back there. Might get to VWAP.
Part of me is like, okay, I'm just going to take 10 shares of Roku, but no, I want to trade bigger, and so we're going to wait. Do have some profit on the day already, so.
Alright, seeing guess push down there. Looks like that was a great VWAP fade there. You could be trying to cover some here at the 40s. And trying to get it down towards that 1930. The one that I did see a nice little strong push was DKS. Let's see if that one continues on up.
Yeah, I'm watching LK, Baba, CGC, CLVS for a pullback maybe. If I get into LK at 23, I could use a risk level at 44. So my risk is 11 cents. Or nope, that's my risk is roughly 20 cents, 22 cents. So we'll see what happens. Big range for LK though. And I mean, I guess ideally I'd actually like to use that $0.50 at 30.50. So I'd rather actually make my risk here that 27 cents and then use the $0.50 as my risk and just take the appropriate share size with that. We'll try to scale in though. Like I said, trying to take bigger size. If we take a loss today, that's okay. And like I said, team, remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We got a lot of support here. We appreciate the love, team. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. CLVS pulling back. I might take a long here. It just depends on what the market does here as well. But CLVS is pulling back here. It's down to 39. 3-cent spread. Quick bounce.
Nice little first flush there and guess. We'll see if it continues. Box bouncing up there to VWAP. That one's interesting. Definitely has a good amount of volume. You guys are looking for a trade.
I was waiting for CLVS entry, but it never quite dropped. Now it looks like it's going to bounce here. Yeah, there's the bounce. Ah. Never quite dropped enough, though. HEPA. Yeah, HEPA is moving some. I don't know if this one's tradable. Let me see. No. Yeah, it's not tradable for me. I don't generally trade CLBS either, but I'll give it a chance if it can move down to like the 30 level. Start to scale in here for CLBS. Never got my move for CLBS. I needed this down move. I tried to scale in early, but it just moved up before I could. There we go. That's a little bit better. Probably could add a little bit more if it drops down to like 35 is what I'm looking for. Those 40s. Add a little bit more here, and with 100 now, I'm gonna add another 50 if it continues to drop. Still would like a little bit more, to be honest. I want some more shares, but I'm trying to scale up my size, but it's gotta move down to give it to me. One more shares, never got it. At least it's going in my direction, I guess, but it's got to break over this $0.50. It's battling this $0.50 right now. There we go. Here's the break. Called it out. There we go. Take half off here. Oh no, I just bought more. Great, I did it again. Oh my gosh. Oh man, team, a dumb mistake. I clicked buy when I should have clicked sell. Just a dumb mistake. There was the breakout. It shows I'm just very used to shorting, and so hit the wrong button on the exit. That's unfortunate, but we'll see if we can get a breakout here. Maybe hold the rest break even, I guess, but. Looks like it's gonna pull back some here. Just a dumb mistake. We got Baba moving up there. I'm gonna start looking at that one too. Yeah, just dumb mistake on my end. At least it's gonna be a green trade, but aggravating. I clicked buy instead of sell. Wanted to get out of it. Used to shorting. Maybe I can add my size back here. That's an option as well, really. My average is all out of whack now, unfortunately. mistake. Everybody make fun of me right now. Tell me I'm dumb. Do it. Do it now. Yeah. Do it now. Make fun of me. Tell me I'm a terrible trader. I get it, guys. I know. I'm terrible. I know. Really, I'm just a short bias trader. I'm gonna let the sweet sound of jazz ease my mind a little bit. I'm gonna hold these little 75 shares if you get a bigger move. Here we go. Gonna get out the rest there. Not bad. I'll take it. Oh my gosh, it hurts. It hurts, guys. Look at that move, man. Look at that squeeze. It hurts. Look at that move, man. Ah. But at the same time, and I've said it before, it was a range-bound trade. It was a range-bound move, and I'm not trying to trade the breakout, but when it does break out, it hurts, and I probably should have held a little bit for that move. Nah, yeah, I'm just... listen, I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I'm actually more bummed out I missed this move, which, you know, it happens. I mean, I'm up 50 bucks on the day. I'm happy with it. The biggest thing is that when I do scale up in size today, I'll have a little bit of a cushion to trade with, and that's good. I haven't had any losing trades today either. And so, you know, so far so good. We're about, you know, 30 minutes into the market day or so, and I haven't lost yet, and so I can't be too greedy. But everybody make fun of me. Do it now. You know, tell me I'm terrible. I get it. AMD's at the VWAP. I might consider that. Nah. DSP, I'm just messing with y'all, bro. Yeah, I could... listen, one thing I've realized that's actually really good for handling your emotions, especially when you're streaming, like, I just make fun of myself. If I make fun of myself, I don't take myself too seriously. I'm less uptight, and it's just easier for me to deal with dumb mistakes like that. I gotta make fun of myself a little bit. And like I said, it makes it easier, you know? I mean, I don't know if I necessarily consider the second one a mistake. It's more so I just sold a little bit. I guess so, yeah. I guess it could be a mistake, obviously, but it's more so just a subjective decision at that point. It's not like an error. The first one is just an error. I bought when I should have sold, and I ended up kind of evening out. But yeah, the second part probably was a mistake. Although this squeeze was very quick. I mean, I got out 10 cents away, so I missed out on 10 cents. I'm not counting this level here, so it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not terrible. I'm not dumb, but you're disappointed, Mr. Respect. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry to hear that.
All right. Two that I like right now, they're making really good moves. Guess and also Lucky. Okay. They're at VWAP.
Oh, choking on my coffee. Or maybe I'm crying because I made that mistake.
Never know.
Right, I could be sneaking a tear in here, you know. But yeah, LK looks solid. It's just, it's squeezing up a little bit. I think if I was in LK, it would have broken my risk already. My risk would have been here. Or I guess you could probably use, I would look for the $50 rejection on LK. You know, the 30-50 level rejection is what I would look like. Market closes at 1 p.m. today, DJ. 1 p.m. I'm looking at Baba here for a VWAP fake out fade too. We get a move up to the 50 level. I might short into that and then just base my risk off of this level, which is only a 30-cent risk for Alibaba. It's not bad. move. I'm watching Baba pretty closely here. Trying to figure out what an appropriate share size would be for it, and because I want to take bigger size, but I'm just not used to trading it. Maybe I'll just wait. Looks like it might squeeze out, break that high anyway, so might be the best move.
Came up out the womb of man with everything that
We already heard this song.
Say I had a plan. Wait.
So what's going on, guys? How we doing out there?
I'm hanging out here watching Alibaba, trying to analyze to see if this thing's gonna get rejected below the VWAP again. Oh, well, we got a second team. Remember, today's Black Friday. We have the Black Friday sale going on with our platform, and so if you want to use the same platform as us, right now is honestly the cheapest I've ever seen them. It's $335 for the intro package right now, which is, we're using the same platform that we are. The way it works is it's an educational package technically, and with that you get, a day trading course, access to their chat room, a demo account. But then everybody gets to apply, and almost everybody's approved for the funded account, and that includes 14,000 in buying power to trade with. There's no PDT rules, so you can day trade and short stocks. Plus, commissions are pretty cheap. And it operates like a prop firm, like you're partnering with them, and it operates like a prop firm once you're approved. And so you do have a 70-30 profit split. You have to share 30% of your profit with them, but they're supplying you the buying power for, like I said, $335. It's pretty cheap. You also get a $700 max loss, and so you get over twice as much in a max loss versus what you actually pay for it. And I just think the risk reward makes sense. I think most new traders are going to lose their first account regardless, and I think that this is just a much cheaper way to eliminate some of that risk that new traders face when they first get started. Like I said, to be fair, I think most people are going to lose their TEFS account as well, at least most new traders, but it's just a much cheaper way to learn, and it comes with a day trading course, a demo account, chat room access, and so I think that bundle risk reward wise makes a ton of sense. Also a great way to help support our channel, and I believe the sale ends today. It might end tomorrow though, not 100% sure. It either ends today or tomorrow. But yeah, if you want to help support us, I'll post this link. Great way to do it. How do I come up as a beginner starting fresh? Realistic expectations. Trade small.
Yeah, man. Watch my 1 cent trade video, guys.
Yeah.
If you're a brand new trader, what I would recommend if you're brand new, trade with 1 cent. Why? Why is it important to trade with 1 cent? Because you can start building on system building. Most traders out there, when the first thing they see when they get to trading is going to be cars, money, fame, riches. And at the end of the day, they're selling you the dream. What you really need to pay attention to is, how can I make a system to really become a winning trader? The best way to do that is to focus on the trade itself and not focus on kind of the ins and outs of sizing up and becoming rich.
Yeah, commissions are 0.006 cents per share with a $1.50 per trade minimum. And so basically, if if your commissions on that trade don't equal $1.50, they're going to automatically move it up to $1.50. So the least you're going to pay is $1.50 per trade. But I mean, like I said, anything under, 300 shares, you're playing close to that. So it's very cheap relative to, other options for no PD2 rule platforms. Alright, so Baba squeezed up. Like I said, I was waiting for another sign of weakness there that we just never got. SPY's a little sideways today too, which isn't necessarily unexpected. With how the market is today, it's a little tough. Whoa. There we go.
Alright, gotta be careful. Seeing guests build up there above VWAP, you really don't want to get caught above VWAP if you're in that stock. Lucky went above, rejected off that 30.50. Looks interesting there.
ENPH breaking your heart? Let's look at it. Yeah, I mean, it's just not pulling back enough for me to enter this one. It's just down. It's just way down. It's got to pull back to the VWAP for me at 22.20. It's just not.
If I counted as many stocks, broke my heart. Let's just say, I'd be heartbroken.
Yeah, they take commissions out overnight after each trading day. Yeah, I'd consider this a slow day, Aziza.
Yeah, low liquidity days, the only thing that's going to really matter is big headlines.
Yep.
You don't see headlines, stocks probably won't move as much. And that's just normal.
Yep. What I'm seeing today, guys, I had one trade that worked really well with a VWAP fade, but honestly, what I'm mostly seeing today is VWAP bounces. Like if you look at AMD, Roku, all those, CLVS, all those had really nice VWAP bounces, and that's really what I'm seeing today. So VWAP bounces have been in play a little bit more.
Heck yeah.
MU has been kind of fading, had a really nice fade earlier. But the big thing to look at, guys, is the sideways action of the overall market. Like if we look at the SPY here, you can see how sideways it is today. So it's just kind of up and then down. And whenever to determine whether we have a sideways trend, you can just look at the VWAP. The VWAP's an intraday trend indicator. And so if a stock is maintaining above it, it's in an upward trend. And if it's maintaining below the VWAP, it's in a downward trend, right? But when stocks are just doing what the SPY is doing, which is just crossing above it, crossing back below it, crossing above it, what does that tell us? That tells us it's a very choppy, neutral trend. It's not picking a trend. It's just sideways, crossing over and under the VWAP. And that's what the VWAP is an intraday trend indicator. And so with VWAP fades specifically, we're looking for stocks that actually pick a trend. We want to see stocks like CLVS, which is one of the ones I traded. And the reason I traded it is because it's actually picking this upward trend. It's maintaining this upward trend. And it's confirmed it at least once, really twice already. And so we're looking for stocks that pick trends. ENPH, in an obvious downward trend below the VWAP. And it's confirmed it. I haven't really confirmed it because it's just been so down, but that's how we look at it. AMD, an upward trend, maintaining and confirming above the VWAP. Confirmed it once here with this pullback. And so that's what we use the VWAP for.
JD, I like it.
Densara, I'm never going to tell you yes or no. The reason is a liability reason. First of all, number one is that we're not fundamental investors. And so we're not really much of a swing trader either. But even if we were, like I said, we don't give out picks. I'm not going to say yes or no because I don't want to give you the wrong answer. And Mitch and I are probably the only people that are going to tell you that because, really we don't know what it's going to do long term. And so, like I said, I don't want to tell you get out and then have the stock shoot up or tell you to hold it and have the stock run down. Like, I don't want to do that. And so with that, you got to just kind of look at the long-term chart, make your own judgment on it, you know, have your own judgment on it, because again, for liability reasons specifically, I'm not going to say yes or no for you. I'm sorry. I would help you, brother, but like I said, I just don't want to tell you the wrong answer, man. I'm not much of a swing trader, so I could very easily tell you the wrong answer on accident too, just because I don't know enough about it on a long-term basis. Like, I'm mostly a scalper. Like, you can see my trades here. I'm getting in and out quick, and so asking for long-term advice is probably not the right move for me. Also, guys, if you want to help support our channel, I know we had a few people that signed up for our winter test drive. If you want to help support us, we also have Trade Ideas discounts. You can get them for 15% off Trade Ideas products. There's something in the chat. So you can get 15% off by using the promo code BT15 for Trade Ideas. Best scanners in the game by far. Super customizable, allow you to do a lot of different stuff. And I think if you look at all the top traders in the world, a large majority of them are using Trade Ideas for a reason, because in my opinion, they're the best scanners in the game. And you can get 15% off of them if you use our promo code. Great way to help support our channel as well. We do make a commission if you sign up through us, and so we appreciate any support you can get. You know, both of these with Tefs, TradeNet, and Trade Ideas, they're all ways that we keep this stream free, to put our content out there for free, and we hope you appreciate, you know, what we do here. So hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't as well. We do this live for free every day. Now that
Definitely,
I'm done selling out.
Definitely, guys, check it out, guys.
Yeah, Baba just squeezed up, which is confirming kind of the sideways movement. What about CGC? Doesn't look terrible, but I don't know. SPY's back up to the highs here, so could get interesting.
Okay, beauty. Let's see if that one really breaks down.
What is the parameter number I use for the VWAP? I think it's 2 - 2 is what I think mine is. I think. Let me see. You know, Mitch and I's VWAPs are a little bit different. I'm pretty sure mine's 2 - 2. Let me see. Yeah, it's -2 So the number deviation DN is -2, and the number deviation up is 2, and then time frame is day.
There you go. Would be if I would be looking to cover some there at LK. There at 13s, 30 13s. That'd be an area to cover there. Now that it's made way below VWAP. You be careful, guys. If you guys are in guess, it has a really close potential squeeze above 1960. Hey Joe, killing it on an ANF put. Good luck to you, man.
So the good news today is that I did build up a solid cushion for me to take some swings later. You know, haven't had a losing trade, up about $50, and that should give me a little bit of room here to take some bigger swings. Like I said, because I am trying to scale up in size. We'll see how that goes, but I am trying to scale up, and so, you know, like I said, I don't think I can cash out until I hit 2K in this account, but we're gonna make it there, you know. But I gotta scale up if I want to have a good shot at that. So once I build up a decent enough cushion in this account, I'll be able to take much larger swings. And so I already have like $1,000 cushion in this account, and so if I can get it up to like $2 or $3 grand, then that allows me to really take some swings, and it should be fun. SRNE. Yeah, SRNE's ripping up. I think I can trade this one. I'm not 100% sure though. No, I can't. Move. Alright. Yeah, right now, I mean, there's just nothing that AMD's up there. If it pulled back to the VWAP, I might consider it. CGC is down there. If it pulled back, I'd consider it. LK, same thing. Well, LK, now that LK actually reversed here and came back below this, it's not a huge range for LK. I don't mind jumping in with a little bit here for LK and trying to take a swing here with it. I like this rejection here.
I like potential AMR end right there. 2090s.
All right, so I'm in with 200 shares.
21.
I'm in with 200 shares of LK here, looking for the fake out fade, a rejection under 30.10. Like I said, I'm trying to take some bigger swings here. Not really used to it, so forgive me if I'm a little emotional about this. We're going to look for a breakdown here, which is what we're trying for. I need some coffee. Hey, appreciate the sub today. Hey, appreciate it, Mike. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the Canadian $5, bro. Appreciate the love, man. Shout out to Mike with the $5 Canadian donation, brother. Thanks, man. Hey, Mike, you know my stepdad's actually from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. My mom actually lives up there right now. My mom just moved to Canada like a week or two, or like a few weeks ago. And so, yeah, my mom actually just moved there. I'm going to have to go visit her. But, yeah, she lives in Ontario right now. But I appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the support, bro. Shout out to Mike with the $5 dono. Thanks, brother. Alright, we're going to see what LK gives me here. Like I said, I don't mind scaling into it. I'm trying to take some bigger swings here, and so if I lose some money today, that's okay. I want to trade bigger, and I want to take some larger swings, and so that's really what I'm going for here. Appreciate the sub, bro. Thanks, bro. Alright, we got a nice quick rejection there for LK, which is great.
Yeah, okay, looking great, man.
Yeah,
A lot of volume just came in.
It's got to hold down there.
100,000 shares.
It's got to hold. If it gets rejected and bounces right back up, I like it less, obviously, but...
No stress, just a lot of volume there.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see. Now that whole dollar. Watch when it approach whole dollar. See if it can hold that whole dollar and it's going to crack that 30.
If the ask price can get down to the whole dollar, I'll take some profit off, protect myself a little bit. But we need it to come down there. There's fives. I like the weakness though. If we can get that a little bit farther down, I'll take some profits off. Ah, yeah, there it goes. I mean, if this big upwick forms, I might jump out of it. Maybe I'm watching it a little bit too closely. And then there we go. Alright, that's better. What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
If you watch the bid on the 30s, that's what's I think gonna be very, very important there.
Yeah.
So as soon as it touches the bid at 30s, look for the sizing, see if it increases at that 30. If some bids just jump in there.
I took half off real quick, right at the whole dollar, just in case it does bounce at 30. I can take a little bit off there, profit enough to be safe, and then hopefully get this breakdown that we're getting right now. It's a big enough range for me to do this too, so we'll give it a chance. See if we can get that ask price down to the 29.90 level. All right, gonna take another half off there. I just took another half off, and we'll leave the whole dollar as the risk here for the rest. Alright, I got out for the rest, but not bad, not bad. 3 green trades today, team. 3 green trades, no losing trades yet today. We're at around $70 in profit. This one is going long again. Yeah, maybe so, but luckily I'm just a scalper, man.
I mean, the play was that 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 30 whole dollars they're going to find. Sometimes they're going to break and look weak. Sometimes they're just going to bounce. And so in this case, like, there's the bounce. And so that's what I was trying to avoid. That's why I scaled out up to that point. And really it's what I like. My system really revolves around kind of scaling in, and I didn't really scale into this one. So that actually should save me some with commissions. But it revolves into scaling in and then scalping out. And in this case, I got in pretty close to that 30-15 level. And I was able to just scalp it really quick, 15-20 cents in and out, and just take my profit. I'm not trying to predict the long-term move. I'm just trying to take advantage of the weakness of this stock breaking above the VWAP and then getting rejected and immediately coming all the way back below it to the whole dollar. That's the weakness I'm trying to attack.
Way to be patient there, John. Good nail.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Thanks, man.
John killing it today, guys. Killing it.
Yeah, no losing day. It's not my biggest day, obviously, and I'm trying to take bigger size because LK does have a big range, and so 200 shares is it's not a small size necessarily for it, because it's a big range. On the day it's got like a $1.50 range, and so big range.
What I liked about this one is look at the daily chart, guys. The daily chart says it all. It really could pull back. Probably towards more that 29 level on the daily chart. And that's why I kind of wanted to attack this one stock today. Daily chart sometimes speaks it all out, man.
Yeah, man. Well, it depends. With scalps,
Well, it depends. Yeah, exactly. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm getting out in 5 minutes.
And I'm talking about the long-term view. I see more of a long-term pullback. One that's breaking down there, guys. Good VWAP rejection today. Talked about those, John.
Yep.
Box.
BOX?
Box. Yeah, BOX.
Yeah, there it is.
That's a nice one right there.
And it's like I said, I think my theory on why VWAP rejections are working is because stocks are staying a little bit choppy. And, with sideways action, you get VWAP rejections as opposed to fades. DKS.
All right, guys. Next level for LK would be down towards the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad here. I probably could have held on to it a little bit.
No stress. I mean, you took it down right here. That's where you got it, bro.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I took those were
just kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, I held it to my plan. You know what I mean? That's all I can really do. But I'm
if anything,
happy with it.
This is why, one thing traders that I used to do is look at your trades a lot of the time and don't judge them based on money. Judge them based on execution. What do you think of your execution of that trade, John?
I think it was solid. I think I called out the
solid
30 whole dollar level that I was looking to exit from, and I got out of most of it by then. I protected myself along the way, so I'm happy with it.
100% agree with that. Solid, solid, solid. And that's what you want to do. A good VWAP bounce play today, guys. AMRN with a good VWAP bounce. One we talk about often.
Which one's going long again? Ultimate Revenger? LK? Well, I mean, on a short-term basis, that was wrong. But it could have gone long.
Yeah. I mean, the real key is 30s. Can it recover 30s here? Like I talked about. What did I talk about was important, guys? Why do you think you're seeing that slowdown in this area? Because it's the whole dollar acting as an important price point where you could see bag buyers come in. Because where did we see bag buyers come in on the last candle? The last candle that we saw bag buyers come in would be that candle at 9:42, where you saw that big red candle. That big red candle signifies shorters pushing it down, and then the longs coming in as you see that kind of circle shape that you see at the bottom of LK. That circle shape shows you right there. That's where the shorters and the bag buyers stepped in. So 29.80s, 29.90s. That's where you could see the sizing jump in there and try to get it back to VWAP. They pushed it right above VWAP. They sold it as soon as they got up there. Now it's pulled back towards the support. Now you need to see if there's going to be those bag buyers. Big sizing willing to step up here at the 30s. That's the only thing that could bring it back through 30.50.
Yeah, we stream every weekday morning. Raw. For Raul. Yeah, it's every weekday morning, brother.
Is okay, looking strong.
I know,
And where did we see a lot of volume?
the $30 level.
Got a lot of volume there at that 30 level.
Yeah.
So that's the key. That's the key price point. Now, let's say if you were bearish still on the stock, what do you want to see hold? You want to see the VWAP hold, right, John? You don't want to see that stock pass back above VWAP.
Exactly.
Yeah, because what does VWAP a lot of the time signal?
Trend change.
Exactly, guys. That's where the majority of the volume is at. So the majority of the volume is at that level. Why would we want to see the stock get above that level? That would mean kind of going against what we're trying to trade. We're trying to trade on a downward action here. We want to see continuous downward action. Bounces are okay as long as it holds the prior support as resistance. So now we want to see that VWAP act as a resistance. If that VWAP acts as a resistance, this stock can pressure down on the $30 whole dollar again and then push down. You know, one of the things that I really like, you know, and why we use TradeNet, guys, is that low commission. You know, for a stock like this that has a big range, you could be trading as low as 100 shares, 100, 200 shares. And that's only going to cost you, what, $4, $5 in and out? And that's nothing, guys. When you think about it, you can easily make on this stock with 100 shares $50. So that's the kind of profit and reward that you have on the range. It's so cheap on that commission size, and what it lets you do is focus on the trade itself. Can't stress that enough, guys. I really like TradeNet because at the end of the day, guys, I get to focus on my trades. I get to work my strategies out, trade live money. You know, I got a huge amount of buying power, but I like that I can trade that live money, get that practice. You know, it might not be the real margin account because, you know, the way that it works is a funded account program. But what does it give me? It gives me the ability to do what I need to do in this trading game to keep working at my skills to get my level up. Yeah. And I think that's what TradeNet's really all about. It's there for the beginner trader trying to elevate his level of trading from that paper trading towards live money, getting the profits that we want to see, and at the end of the day, hitting that bank.
Yeah, I think it's just cheap. You know, a new trader can either save up thousands and risk thousands when they deposit their first account, and I'm gonna be the buzzkill here for new traders. Almost all new traders are gonna lose that account within a month. Almost all of them, and myself included. When I did it, I lost my account. Mitch did his as well. Almost all traders are going to lose their first account. It's just how it is. I know they have these dreams of taking $1,000 and turning it into $1 million like the gurus say they can, but that's just not a realistic expectation. A large majority are going to lose their first account, and it's just much cheaper to lose the TEFs and TradeNet account than it is to deposit thousands. Yeah, buddy. No, I can't right now. I'm working. Yeah, I got you, buddy. Here, I'm gonna go. My son's up. I'm gonna go make him breakfast really quick, guys. But yeah, like I said, it's just a cheaper way to do it. You could, you know, you can get a ton of buying power. There's no PDT rule, and I don't think there's a better option for traders trying to get around the PDT. Every other platform is gonna fee you to death. These fees are pretty cheap, and so I think it just makes sense. There's no PDT rule. You can short stocks. Yeah, bud. Okay, here, pause it. Here, I can't help you right now, buddy. I gotta work. Here, go over there. Alright, I'm gonna go make my son breakfast real quick. But yeah, if y'all want to check it out, there's the link.
Definitely, guys. Check it out, guys. No stress, man. Alright, guys, one that's holding a pretty good range is PCG. Big resistance there at 755. We want to see that one crack down 745 on the downside. If not, above 755 could squeeze pretty big. All right, guys, I want to catch up with the chat. What are you guys looking at? What do you guys see?
guys want me to take a look at something, let me know. I'll take a look. One stock that's been going really big, man. An IPO doing great. PTON. PTON. All right, let's look at some big movers, see what we see. EMPH on the downside, guys. That one definitely. Look at EMPH, guys. That one's dropping big today. On the weekly chart, we got a big pullback. I think this one on the long term is on the plus side also, but a good pullback today for that one. I'm looking to see what's going to go on with the SPY. See if the SPY can drop underneath the VWAP for the day. So let's see if the SPY can crack down on the downside of 314.71. That's what I would want to see.
All right, we gotta ban somebody. We got a flat earther in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. A flat earther's here, man. Look at this dude. He's spamming the chat, about to get banned. You know, my man, telling us the Earth is flat. High IQ. Have a good day, brother. See you later, man. Thank you for that comedic part of my day.
That was enjoyable.
Yeah, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Alright. There you go. Okay, getting another little push there. Let's see if that one can start breaking down, getting hit at the 30s. There you go, that one getting down towards the 93s.
Yeah, I'm kind of regretting not holding LK, but I follow my plan. On this bounce right here, this is actually the fake out fade that I maybe should have attacked right here.
I'm dancing with the shadows on the bedroom wall. Silhouettes of memories that I can't recall. Trying to be ready for the cause, trying not to fall, ready for the landfall. Rolling way too slow to win this human race.
What's up, Leslie? What's up, man?
What's going on?
So we got a debate here in the chat. Some people are saying the Earth is a donut. Others are saying that it's an egg. Some are saying it's a flattened sphere.
I'm just hungry.
Yeah, like eggs sound good right now. You know, donuts. I like donuts. I like donuts, man. You know, donuts are good. I gotta watch my diet though, but donuts are. You know, I'll eat a donut. In the end, though, I don't think it's a big enough. I think if you look at the sky and you see how the other planets in our solar system are spheres.
All right. This is where I would be covering here on LK.
Yeah.
This is that nice low point. There you get in towards that low of the day. Would be a great move there.
But yeah, I think if you look out into our sky and you see all the other planets, our moon especially, are spheres, you can only logically conclude that the Earth is a sphere, and so thinking it's flat doesn't make very much sense. But, you know, believe what you believe. I'm not mad at you. Yeah, Mitch got up early. He got a TV.
Yeah, man. Went to the Best Buy. About to go watch my TV, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just hanging out. I mean, we'll take some, you know, swings. I'm looking at AMD maybe.
There's that bounce there in LK. Now watch the 30s, guys. Watch the 30s. For those people that thought that this stock could go long, what you would need to see is near twice the volume, or at least half the volume of the biggest candle on LK for it to start squeezing and really creating that squeeze momentum. So if you see the biggest candles on LK on a 1 minute, you're going to see a candle that has a volume of 164 or 65,000. You got to see 137,000. And on that pop back right there, we only saw 68,000. So add that towards the next big candle and see if that can get above that 169, which we got at the bottom, which were the bag buyers. Remember, we said the bag buyers jumped in here in the 83s, 84s, and 90s. So now if you see that level hold, that's where you can see the ads getting put on. 30s hold right here, and they can start pushing up towards that 30-50.
HD? Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to consider it up here. It just can't hold under that $30 level, but I don't mind it right here. It's just about where's my risk for LK. Still looking at AMD, see if we get a pullback to the VWAP there. I am considering that. CLVS is just ripping up. Maybe I should have held on to a few shares. Got my blue blocking glasses on.
Oh, got
Yeah,
my
man.
blue shoes on.
Styling
today.
over here. But yeah, for flat earthers, just because I'm just kind of waiting, I'm not seeing too much that I want to trade right now, except for maybe LK. But with flat earthers, I think humans are really social creatures, and so people want to be involved with different groups. And so sometimes outsiders feel comfort in joining and having like this big family around them of people that know a secret that they don't, or whatever they may be. It's why anybody joins any type of like motorcycle club or even like worse things. You know, it's why people get involved, is so they can not feel excluded from their everyday life, and so they can feel like they have a social circle when maybe they don't have that many friends. And so that's really why people get so involved with groups like flat earthers, is because it makes them feel less alone. I think they're obviously wrong in that regard, but I understand it psychologically speaking. Now we'll see if LK can get down there. I'm also looking at AMD, if it can drop a little bit more. If AMD can drop another 5 or 10 cents, I might take it too. LK's back up there though. I don't know if I want to short it, but I am considering it, looking at that one. Also watching AMD. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. It's all about being accepted. Exactly. That's what it is. It's about being accepted. 100%.
Alright, guys. You guys see anything? Let me know. Let's see if China came out with some news.
Yeah, Baba's up. I'm watching Baba. CGC faded again. Not really faded, but it pulled back a little bit. Still watching LK. I mean, LK's not terrible here. I just think I would have to risk off of this high up here at 30.20, which isn't really bad. I mean, it's a 20-cent risk. Yeah, Leslie, like I said, it's not... I think the evidence is there that the Earth is not flat and that the Earth is round. Obviously, I think the biggest evidence is just look at our moon. You know, look at all the other planets in the sky. You know what I mean? That's the biggest evidence right there. And so, you know, I think that, like I said, it's just a community for them to join so they don't feel left out. So they feel more social and they don't feel alone. You know, that's all it is. I get it. That's why anybody joins any type of group like that, so they can feel like they have a family. I mean, maybe they don't have that many friends, and, you know, it makes them feel better to have that community. No, I'm not thinking about long on LK. I'm still thinking short on a short-term basis. I'm thinking I'm a little short biased with it, just because it got rejected right here at 317. I think it might actually crack back down to the 2980. Here, go ask your mom. Okay.
What?
I think she stepped outside for a second. Just go ask her, buddy. Did America actually walk on the moon? I'd like to believe they did, but I understand the skepticism towards that. I don't know.
It was the Russians.
Yeah, you know. I don't know. I want to say they did, but you never really know, I guess.
You never know, man.
The reason you don't ever really know about that specifically is because at that period of time, we were right in the middle of the Cold War, and, like, politically speaking, we'd have done anything to beat the Russians. And so at that time,
What? America? No,
You know,
get out of here.
yeah, at that time, it is plausible that they faked that in that regard to look better to the Russians, look stronger, more powerful, boost patriotism and stuff like that. That is plausible. I'm not saying it happened, but that's the argument against a real moon landing. And like I said, I don't know. I think they probably still went to the moon, but, like, who knows? I don't know anymore, you know. The argument against it is plausible as well. You know, it's not ridiculous like the flat earth one, but yeah, there's the drop in LK. Like I said, I'm on a short-term basis, I'm short biased in it, and there's the drop. Maybe I should have taken my own bias with it, but oh well. What is this, man? Sounds like boy bands.
So what's going on, chat? How we doing?
You know, we're debating the ins and outs of flat Earth and the faked moon landing, bro. Man, if people were mad, like I said, it's hard for me to even say my opinion. I said the whole legal weed thing. Some dude just lost it, freaked out.
All right, one that I'm watching is EMPH. EMPH up there, VWAP. Risk right now would be 22.22.
What's up, Nathan? Shout out to Nathan, my man, Nathan. There you go. Yeah, I mean, volume's low. It's probably, I mean, I took a few little swings today. Haven't had a losing trade so far. We'll see what we get for the rest of the day. I do have to go to my grandmother's today because she's cooking. We're going to do a Thanksgiving thing over there. So I do have to go do that today. So, you know.
Man, John holding out, man.
All right, we got that. Honestly, we got that Cajun food over here, man. We had boudin, we had crawfish, stuffed turkey, We had some good Cajun food here, bro.
Crawfish stuffed turkey.
Yeah.
You hear
Crawfish
that, guys?
dressing. It's turkey stuffed with crawfish dressing, is what it is. It's good, man. Don't hate.
All right, gonna look for one more push above VWAP here, guys, on EMPH.
Are we full-time day traders? I mean, depends on what you define as full-time. Do I trade every day? Yes. Am I making a living off of my trading? No. You know, we're just beginner trading is just a resource and community for traders. We're not experts or gurus here. You know, we don't sell a course or anything like that. Like, we just day trade, let people watch, kind of teach people what we've learned along the way. And they can either accept what we teach them or not. Doesn't matter to us. You know, like I said, we're not experts here. There's LK's drop. We don't fish them out, no. Really, this our food was ordered from a place in Louisiana called Chris's Specialty Meats. If you're from the Louisiana area, you might know that. It's in Baton Rouge, but yeah, that's where our food was ordered from. That's where I'm from, Baton Rouge, originally. Yeah, I love crawfish, man. Like I said, I'm from Louisiana. You gotta eat crawfish every now and then. Don't nobody make them right, though.
Oh, you want to see one that was interesting? A VWAP rejection play?
Sure.
Oh, look at Starbucks.
What is that, SBUX?
Mm-hmm. You know it.
Yeah.
Check
Yeah.
that one out.
Yeah, that one was good. Once it got rejected under the VWAP, it just never looked back.
They just said, those are the ones, that's the VWAP reject. If there's anything to describe the VWAP reject, it's an instant motion like this, where it's just complete flip of trend.
Yeah. So with the intro package, the base package, you start off with 14,000 in buying power. So they give you 14K, but really it's a $335 account, and you have a $700 max loss. I've upgraded a few times, and so I've lost a few accounts, don't get me wrong, but I have upgraded a few times, and so my account is a $9,000 account, and so it is a small account. You know, but it has a lot. They give me a lot of leverage with it, and so I have like 240,000 in leverage, and I've made about $1,000 in profit. Hold on. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the benefits, is that you can kind of day trade with no PDT rule. Their base package is super cheap, and then you get to partner with them, but it comes with like a trading course, access to their chat room, a demo account to trade with, and then you get to apply, and almost everybody's approved for the funded account. And like I said, there's no PDT rule. They give you a ton of buying power, and like you could actually short stocks. Most new traders can't short. You need a margin account, and so this is one of the cheapest ways to like get started. You're not risking much, and I think it just makes sense. And so there's the link if y'all want to check that out, and I'll be right back, guys.
All right. What's going on, guys? What are you guys seeing? That's CLVS, man. Coming down. That's the major mover today for sure.
Yeah, I should have held that one a little bit longer. It like ripped up, but got out too early. Yeah, CGC's pulling back to the VWAP.
I mean, well, the thing is, so one of the things that you got to notice too is that this is a different kind of trade.
Yep.
This is a momentum play. This is one that you might want to hold a little bit of shares. Your other plays have been more of a kind of scout range play.
Yep.
This is a momentum breakout, guys. So you guys kind of notice there's different kinds of like moves. There's moves that are made based on earnings. There's moves that are made based on ratings. There's moves that are based on momentum. This is a momentum push. If you look at the daily chart on CLVS, there's the float is being rotated consistently. And when that happens, you get this kinds of volatility.
Yep. I might take my swing with CGC here. I mean, it's pulling back. There's the drop. Well, I'm thinking about taking my swing with CGC. We'll see. I'm going to jump in with 200 shares. Maybe here. Try to scale in with a little bit more. Wanted it up there at like 61, 62.
I'll be missing you, love. Yeah, I'll be missing you, love. And the good times that we had, I'll be missing you, love. I'll be missing you and your love. I don't have to party to have.
Alright, so there's a move up. I'm going to add a little bit more to CGC if we can get this move up to like the VWAP at 68. Is where I'm going to try to scale into this one. We'll see. Got some cushion now, but I'm going to anticipate a drop. We got the previous day's closing price as my risk up here at about 80. There's 62s. Alright. I can take a little bit more here. I'm in with 400 shares. Like I said, I'm starting to take my swing. Wish me luck. I mean, like I said, I'm comfortable regardless. We're going to see if we can take a larger win, but I'm in with 400 shares now. I'm trying to scale up a little bit. Don't mind adding another 200 here as well. Try to scale into this one up to the VWAP or so. Alright, there's 60s again. We gotta get a little bit better average if I'm gonna jump into it more. Maybe use this as my add-in level up to 66 or so. I'm gonna add a little bit more here. And with 500 shares, like I said, I don't mind taking my swing here with CGC. My average is 59, so not a bad average. I'm in with 500 shares.
Alright guys, gonna watch CLVS, see if it can come down to 1466. That's the level I see pulling back. I don't want to jump into this one too early. Gonna keep an eye on it, let you guys know what I see.
Trying to find some new music here, so forgive me for if you don't like any of the music I'm playing. I'm just still learning.
Also watching EMPH, that one looks interesting too.
like the song. Just find it. Let me add it. There you go. All right, like I said, we're waiting for a pullback. Once it gets down to 1850, I'll take some profits if it can get down to 1850, that is. Hopefully it can. We're going to give it some time. Still pretty easy in it. Not really too many worrisome moves here yet. And so we're going to try to give it that time to really break down. Here's what we're doing. There's 60 drop. We're going to get off half if we can. It's the HMN music playlist. Yeah, I'm just trying to find slow songs.
Yo, who put that up? That's hilarious.
Young.
That's hilarious. I'm here trying to watch these pullbacks, and then I hear that.
Yeah, I got it. What's up, Mike? Hey, appreciate the donation earlier, Mike. Thanks, brother. It's Tefs and TradeNet Happy Toads. I'll post the link again if you want to check them out. Like I said, one of the ways you can day trade with no PDT rule. There's a move right back up for CGC. We'll see if it gets, there's the rejection back down. Let's see if it holds. But yeah, I also have a review of them if anybody wants to see a review of them. That way you can kind of judge what they're all about. I'll post that review here as well. Because there's some pros and cons to them, so you do want to understand those. Alright, we're back up to 63s. Like I said, luckily I was able to build up a cushion on the day, and so hopefully that cushion will keep me okay. Like I said, I'm still probably going to take a few swings, go for it a little bit. That's the goal. We're just looking for a breakdown here. I wanted to just come down here to test 1850s. If it can do that, I'll be happy with it. Even if it drops down to like 52 or 53, I'll take some profits. But that's what I want to see, is it drop down here to 1850. It might not get it if I get stopped out. I've built up enough profit on the day to be pretty safe. But we are hoping, obviously, that we get some rejection here at this resistance at 66.
Alright guys, starter put on there. Starter put on EMPH.
Yeah, I'll throw you up.
Risk is going to be 22.23. Entry there is 600 shares at 22.06. Well, it was like 07. So we got like an 07 entry there.
I'll throw Mitch up just because since I've been trading most of the day, so you guys can see what it
Would really like to see this crack 22 hard here with big volume on the time and sales, showing us that confirmation, making a move down towards the low, towards that 21.89, 90s. You could take first profit there, hold the rest.
We did get a quick breakdown to like 58 again. Like I said, I don't mind being patient with CGC here. Still tough to tell, but like I said, luckily I built up enough profit on the day that even if this trade doesn't work out, I'm still close to break even.
Alright, so we did see a nice resistance hold right here. Wouldn't really want to see big volume fill there. Push it through there. If we need to, we can get out on this trade and get back in it, but this could break down, a good breakdown. The low of the day down there is 50 cents. I'm looking for more of a 30-cent move over here towards that 60. So that's like 40 cents there.
All right, traders, if you guys are just joining us for the first time, definitely check out our channel, guys. We have a lot of quick breakdown strategies. You know, one of the things that we stress here is that at the end of the day, guys, you know, we're not professionals. We're just doing this from experience and doing it live in front of you guys. And that's why I think people really do come back here, is because we're not trying to kind of act like something we're not here. We're just trying to show you guys the process of being a trader and taking trades on a consistent basis.
Yeah, somebody's asking what's a good daily target for beginners, and like I said here, is to be consistent. That's a daily target. I wouldn't give yourself any unnecessary pressure by having, I gotta make 50 bucks today, I gotta make 100 bucks. I don't think that's the right way to do it for new traders. I think new traders just need to focus on getting in good trades and being consistent with their trades. If they have too much pressure, it's going to be harder to succeed. And so my suggestion is just to take it slow, not put a target on yourself necessarily for that.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely would agree with that. All right, guys. Don't want to see it hold this 22.14 on the upside. It could push really quickly towards that 22.23, then we get out.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch is part of this channel. I don't think he used to have another one but I don't think he's used it in years.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, been a long time actually. All right. Really not trying to see new highs created. Want to see a curve right back down here.
I'm about break even in my CGC trade still. Looking for a breakdown. There's 58s. Like I said, we get down to there we go. That's what I'm looking for here. 54s. I'm going to take half off there. I just took half off of that position. Still holding 250 shares left. Beautiful move here. We're going to look for the breakdown under. I might take another 125 shares off here. And then we're just going to look for the breakdown under the $0.50 now that I've taken a majority of the position off is all we're doing. We can get a breakdown to 45s, 40, I'll take it. And that'll be it.
All right, looking for potential entry on CLVS via 100 shares at 1470s. You can put that chart up if you want. I know a lot of people are trying to watch that one. I'm just watching it on a different chart, guys.
Yeah,
big pullback there.
So you can see CGC making the drop down to my profit target, which was at 1850. Like I said, I'm going to hold on to this last little bit to see if we can get a move. But I've scaled out enough to be pretty safe in this now. And so we're going to give it a chance, see if we get the break under 1850s really quick.
I'm out. All right, out of EMPH, guys. We'll just look at CLVS now.
$52s. We might get a bounce here at the $0.50. We do want to expect that. Maybe I'm being greedy because I want it to be over $100 day, and I'm trying to hold on for that $100, but I'll give it time. Hold the rest break even, I guess. Back down to 55s, nice. 54s. I like the rejection. We get up again, I'm going to get out. $56. just gonna get out here. Take my nice little win there. $93 gain on the day, almost $100 day, so not bad. But the big thing is that I actually scaled into this one, and yeah, there's the squeeze up, so not too bad. I got out where I wanted to. Maybe it faked me out, but the last 125 share, I mean, I missed out on what, like $10? I think I'll be all right. But yeah, not a bad day. Basically a $100 day. I took bigger sizing like I wanted to with that one. I took 500 shares, and so we're working on a team. We're working on doing better. It's a process, though, of course, but.
That it is. Always a process, man.
Yeah, for sure, bro. You win something, man? Not bad.
Nah, not yet.
Okay. Spy reverse big too.
Let's play a price game. What's the price on CGC in Christmas? Christmas.
I don't know, man.
Can Santa let me know?
Christmas, man. I would say CGC is probably. I think it depends, right? I think if this bill gets shut down, it depends. It might be lower.
Hey guys, big drop there in the SPY. Watch that 314.71 level. I talked about this. Why, guys? This would be the opening range breakdown on the 15-minute. Let's see how the SPY reacts here. I saw a quick little down move there in AMD. That one's interesting right now. I saw a nice little 350,000 shares on the downside there. So keep an eye on that one also.
Nice, man. Yeah, man. So I'll probably end up closing it down soon here, unless if you want to keep trading Mitch, you can. But that's 4 for 4 with me today. I haven't lost at all. All 4 of my trades were all green, and they might not be the biggest trades, but still about $100 day. Wednesday was a $104 day as well, so I made a little bit of money both days. I'll take it. Maybe I got faked out in CGC here, but again, I'm just taking short-term moves. That's kind of the name of the game with the strategy and system I have. It's just I'm not trying to marry these stocks. I'm not trying to hold them long-term. I'm just trying to get in and out quick, and make my money along the way. And it's been working pretty well. So.
That's what you got to do, man. Stick with what works for you.
Yep, 100%. Man. Interesting. Look how well LK followed these levels that I drew earlier. So look at these levels. I think just following those levels down to a T. Look at that. So LK, it's staying in that range, which is what that's telling us. It is staying in that range. Yeah, I saw CLVS starting to reverse way up there, but man, it is seriously taking a dive.
Oh, a nosedive for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, also, like I said, if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll probably close it down soon. But if you want to use the same platform as us, you can day trade, no PDT rule, comes with the trading course, access to the chat room, a demo account to trade with for a few days, and then you get to partner with them, and almost everybody's approved. And once you are approved, their base package, which is $335 for the next day, their base package gives you $14,000 to trade with once you're approved, and there's no PDT rule. You could short. It operates like a prop firm, so there's like a 70-30 split, and there's a max loss of 700, but you're paying less than half that for the package. And I think for new traders looking to get started day trading and want to trade, a live account without risking much, I think this is the best option. I think most new traders are going to lose anyway, and this is just a cheaper way instead of depositing thousands into a conventional platform. And so I think in that regard, it makes a lot of sense. Of course, we're biased because we make a commission if you sign up through us. It's one of the ways we keep the stream free. And so do your own research, but I genuinely think it's, it's cheaper and it's going to save new traders money. And so go check that out. There's the link in the chat.
Definitely, guys. And enjoy the weekend. Always family is important, guys. Enjoy it. We had a little break there.
Hope everyone had a happy
Definitely come
Thanksgiving.
back on Monday. Looking to do some great things in December.
Yes, sir.
Probably gonna look to get one of those intros and maybe take some swings, man. Do a small account. Would you guys like to see kind of one of those intros being used more often?
Yeah, I mentioned I've been talking about
swings.
Yeah.
I want to do kind of more also of swing trading. Is there any swing traders out there? Anybody swing trading?
Yeah, we're just looking to expand the niche of our channel. I mean, we're gonna keep with day trading, obviously, but maybe a small account, maybe like a smaller account. Like I said, my account's $9,000. Mitch's is like $3,000, and so they're both small accounts, but like a tiny account. as the intro, and we can kind of trade it. People can see what it's like, and I think that'll be a good idea too. So, you know, I think that'll be fun. Yeah, there goes LK with the drop back down to the bottom of that range. I haven't heard it's hard to withdraw. From everybody that I've seen, they said it was really easy to withdraw. I think, like I said, I think you get some people that are just like, I think trading makes you emotional. I've actually had a buddy that withdrew, and I'll get there one day. But you know, he got his withdrawal in like 9 days, and he said it was flawless. And so, like I said, I think trading makes people really emotional, and so when they lose accounts, it makes them want to just kind of dog their platform or dog their broker. When really no broker has your best interest in mind. None of them do, you know. But I think TradeNet's just an objectively cheaper way for new traders to get started. You know, you got the potential to make money, and it's just cheap. A lot of people are like, yeah, swing trading. Hey, let's do it. I have a few videos on swing trading.
There you go. Looks like we got ourselves some swingers.
But yeah, team, there's the link if you want to check out trade ideas as well. Best scanners in the game. If you love the scanners we use, you know, really customizable scanners. You can build strategies. You can build patterns and strategies around the scanners, and I think it just makes sense in that regard. And so if you want to check out the scanners we're using, another great way to help support our channel, there's the link. You can go check them out. You can use promo code BT15 at checkout, get 15% off. And if you want a bunch of other good free day trading content, well, go check out our website, guys. It's all free. We got a lot of strategy reviews. We got strategy breakdowns. We got free day trading classes. We've got broker reviews. Go check out our website, team. There you go. Go check them out. Yeah, but that kid was trying to like break the system. Like, that kid was doing a bunch of things that were against their rules, and then he tried to withdraw like a ridiculous sum of money, and then complain whenever he got hit with like fees. You know.
If you guys know what arbitrage is, he tried to do an arbitrage strategy with millions of shares.
Yeah, and that just doesn't
so I
work.
mean, that just doesn't work. That's not what this is set for, guys.
Yeah.
If it was set for that, then this would be more for high frequency traders that are doing algorithmic volume.
Yeah.
You know, TradeNet's for retail traders mainly. You
Yeah.
know, there's not going to be too many professionals on it, but this gives us an ability. Low commissions, guys. Trade the strategy that you want to trade. Short IPOs, long IPOs, whatever you feel like doing. You know, find your niche, whatever works for you. That's what we always stress. It's not about copying, you know, my trades, not copying John's trades. It's about learning to adjust your system and building on your own. That's what we're here for, guys. That's what will continue being here. So definitely,
Yes, sir.
hit that subscribe button down low. Hit that like.
That's right.
If you like this, the way we hold it down and the way we do it every day, definitely do it for us. It supports us, helps us keep growing, and get to other traders to help other traders just like yourself.
That's right, guys. Hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. You know you want to subscribe. Even if you don't like us, we might lose, and you don't want to miss that. So hit the subscribe button right now. Click the like button. I want 50 likes on this video if you can. And, yeah, team. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. To all my U.S. viewers, have a good weekend, everybody. We'll have a few videos we'll put out. And, much love, team. Much love.
Yep. Take it easy, guys.
Later, team.